Hello, friends. My name is Julia. Today, I want to dive into something that has long been troubling my heart and mind: the difference between being goal oriented and being soul directed. Since childhood, many of us have been taught to always set goals, establish deadlines, and reach milestones. It gives us a sense of accomplishment when we work toward achieving the goals we've set for ourselves. We set goals in education, career, health, personal life, and sometimes even in relationships. It seems like there's a goal for everything, and the market is full of products like planners, journals, and countless books on goal setting, all aimed at helping us track and achieve our aspirations. However, in this goal-driven society, many of us find that despite constant achievements, we still feel empty. One day we wake up and think, why am I not happy? I'm achieving all the goals I dreamed of. So why does my heart feel so disconnected? Yet the cycle continues, even when we start asking ourselves these difficult and uncomfortable questions. We often keep going on autopilot, setting and achieving new goals that seem logical but make our hearts feel burdened, as if we're checking tasks off an endless to-do list. I've often been guilty of this pattern myself. I always aimed for external validation, compliments from others when they admired my achievements, and the ego boost when people said, "Wow, you did such a great job." But today I want to encourage you to step back and reevaluate your own goals, both the short-term ones for this week or month, and more importantly, the long-term ones that may span years or even a lifetime. You may find that some goals you've been pursuing for years no longer resonate with your heart. And I want to challenge you: be brave enough to confront this realization. If you find that you've been focused on goals but not on soul alignment, I urge you to start rethinking your life with goals that deeply resonate with your true self. When your heart is truly invested in a goal, you won't have to force yourself to be motivated or push yourself. Working on these goals will feel natural because they are a genuine expression of who you are. To help you in this process of reevaluation, I want to share a few key thoughts on how to determine if the goals you are pursuing align with your soul or if they are merely coming from your mind. So, how can you tell if you're acting from a goal-driven or soul-driven place? The first way to determine this is to analyze how you feel when you think about your goals. Do you feel tension or fear every time you take a step toward them? In our culture, we are often taught to endure hardship in pursuit of some elusive reward with the promise that in the end, it will all be worth it. But if you follow the principles of the law of attraction, you know that there can't be a happy ending to an unhappy journey. True happiness is in enjoying the process, not just reaching the goal. We hear countless stories of famous athletes, stars, and professionals who achieve their life goals, win awards, or reach the pinnacle of their careers, only to fall into deep depression or even contemplate suicide afterward. They achieved what society considered success, but they felt more lost than ever. This is because many people view their goals as a series of difficult and painful steps that they believe will lead them to happiness. But if the actions you take to reach your goals make you miserable or cause physical tension, it's your soul's way of signaling that something is wrong. Your intuition is speaking to you. Listen to those feelings. Another way to determine if your goals align with your soul is to truly visualize yourself reaching the peak of success in your current field. If you're an athlete, imagine winning an important game or receiving a prestigious award. If you're a professional, climbing the career ladder. Picture yourself as the CEO or in the highest position you can imagine. Really live through that vision. Does it fill you with excitement and passion, or do you feel empty, detached, or even more confused? If it's the latter, your heart doesn't resonate with that ambition, that goal. Finally, if you feel stuck, not in a natural waiting period that comes with growth, like a seed waiting to sprout, but truly stuck, as if you can't move forward, It might be a sign that you need to reevaluate whether the goals you're pursuing align with your higher self. Sometimes we stay attached to goals we've outgrown simply because they've been with us for so long. In conclusion, it's important to listen to your intuition and the signals your body and soul are sending you. If working on your goals causes fear or anxiety, it's a sign that it's time to reevaluate them. The journey should bring as much fulfillment as the achievement of the goal. The more your goals align with your soul's purpose, the more natural and joyful the process becomes. Growth is not something that happens instantly. It requires time, effort, and patience. However, if you've been pursuing a goal for years without significant progress, it's essential to stop and reflect. Why isn't the goal getting any closer? Sometimes your daily routine may be so misaligned with who you truly are that striving for the goal becomes exhausting and insincere. In other cases, as I've mentioned before, the end goal might not be as exciting as you've convinced yourself it would be. Perhaps you're deceiving yourself. The outcome you're aiming for may not actually motivate you enough to overcome the challenges. Another reason you might feel stuck on the path to achieving your goal is that, on a deeper level, you may be unconsciously holding yourself back. Not because you don't deserve success or because it's beyond your capabilities, but because deep down, you know it's not your path. Your higher self knows that this won't bring you fulfillment, but your ego struggles to let it go. The ego craves the satisfaction of achievement for the sake of achievement. Maybe you've convinced yourself for months or even years that this is your goal and your mind believes it, but at the soul level, it brings you neither joy nor fulfillment. Another issue with goals is that as we grow spiritually, what once ignited our passion may cease to be important. After personal transformations or awakenings, we may outgrow what once seemed like our true purpose. This shift is often underestimated in society. The idea that we can change so deeply that the dreams we once had no longer resonate with us. It's not about giving up. It's about recognizing that those aspirations no longer bring the same joy, excitement, or sense of completion they once did, because we are called to something new. This realization can bring feelings of loss and grief. Letting go of the remnants of who we once were is difficult. Those were the dreams and passions of a past version of you. But now those dreams may no longer align with who you've become. They no longer ignite the fire that once burned within you. It may be time to accept that you've undergone significant spiritual changes and found a new path, one that aligns with who you are now and who you are becoming. This process is not easy. I have experienced it myself and am still walking this path. Before my spiritual awakening, I had big dreams, and I was incredibly motivated to achieve them. I nurtured these dreams, cultivated them, and worked tirelessly on them, promising myself that I would never give them up. But life changed dramatically, as it has for many others. My worldview, my perception of myself and the world around me changed, and with that, so did my goal. My passions changed, my interests changed. The things that once brought me joy no longer made me happy. Now I find joy in new activities, different conversations, new people, and other books. Everything in me, including my interests, has changed along with my consciousness. Yet I still sometimes feel a gap between who I am becoming and the goals I once pursued. Now I focus on how I can inspire others, what I can offer, and how I can help people. But sometimes the memories of my past aspirations still pull me back. The things I once strived for, the goals that once ignited me, still remain in my thoughts. So if any of this resonates with you, I hope it brings you comfort. You are not alone on this path of transformation. This is truly a remarkable moment in life, both on an individual and a global level. Our collective desires are heightened, as is the resistance, and we are on the verge of great manifestations. But this heightened energy also brings intense emotions, joy, inspiration, and passion on one side, and despair, loneliness, and fear on the other. In this chaotic time, it can be hard to find the strength to seek the morning light, to seek positive emotions amidst the noise of the collective consciousness. Many of us are reassessing our lives, wondering who we are, and setting new, sometimes completely different goals. This process can be frightening, but I want you to know that I am here for you every step of the way. I understand the loneliness, the exhaustion, and the uncertainty. My wish for you is to always find the courage to love yourself enough to stay true to your highest purpose. Beneath all the layers of achievements and superficial goals lies your most authentic self. And even when it seems scary or life-changing, I encourage you to connect with this higher version of yourself and live from that place. Only you can offer the world something unique and brilliant, something only you can reveal and share. So I urge you to live in this truth today, tomorrow, and every day, in this life and the next. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my thoughts. If they resonated with you, I'd be glad if you subscribe to my channel.